Hello students, welcome back. Let us take a look at the sixth question of exercise 14.3, chapter 14, statistics. So it states that the following table gives the distribution of students of two sections, that's section A and section B, according to the marks obtained by them. So you have the tables for section A and section B. These are the range of the marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20 and so on up to 40 to 50. Similarly, for the section B, we have the same class intervals and their respective frequencies. Now, on the basis of this data, we need to represent the marks of both the sections on the same graph by two frequency polygons. From the two polygons, we need to compare the performance of the two sections. So, how do we do this? First of all, revising about frequency polygons, we can draw them using histograms or just by using the class intervals. Now, since we need to draw two frequency polygons and they haven't really mentioned that you have to use histogram, just imagine using a histogram, that would create a lot of mess because we need to draw that for two sections, right? So, there are going to be two frequency polygons. So, to make our work look neat and also so that data analysis is easier, what we will use is we are going to use the class intervals. So now how do we draw frequency polygons using class intervals? By finding the class marks. And what is the class mark for each class interval? It is nothing but the fraction of the sum of the upper limit and lower limit divided by 2. So upper limit plus lower limit in the numerator divided by 2. So for this class it's going to be 0 plus 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Then we have 10 plus 20, which is 30, divide by 2, which is 15. Then 20 plus 30 is 50, divide by 2 is 25 and so on. So the class marks are going to be the same for both these sections because the class intervals are the same. And then we will write the ordered pair, which is going to be nothing but the x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate is going to be the class marks and y coordinate will be the frequency. So let's fill this table. So class mark and ordered pair. So 10 plus 0 plus 10 divided by 2 is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Then I have 10 plus 20 divided by 2, 30 divided by 2, which is 15. 20 plus 30 is 50 divided by 2, which is 25. So 5, 10, 5, 15, 25, 35 and 45. Similarly, this would be, okay, so this is class mark and ordered pair. Ordered pair is nothing but the x coordinate and y coordinate, 25, 35 and 45. So let's write down the ordered pair. Ordered pair is nothing but the class mark and the frequency. So x coordinate, class mark 15, 25, 35, 45 and this is going to be 3, 9, 17, 12 and 9. Similarly, this is going to be 5, 15, 25, 35 and 45 and the y coordinate is going to be the frequency, which is 5, 19, 15, 10 and 1. So now having the x and y coordinates, it's very easy to plot them on the coordinate axis. So I have my coordinate axis out here with the x axis and y axis. We will plot the first frequency polygon with this given data. So first I need to mention the units. So let's take differences of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Similarly over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So what do we have on the x axis? On the x axis I have my marks and on the y axis I have my frequency of distribution of students. So this is number of students. So let's start with the first frequency polygon. I'm going to use a yellow colored chalk for it. I have 5 and 3. So 5 here on the x-axis and 3 would be just between 0 and 5 on the y-axis. So this coordinate out here, 5 and 3. Then the other one is 15 and 9. So 15 and 9 would be just below 10 on the y-axis. Then you have 25 and 17. So let's draw this. 17 would be just 2 units above, it would be between 15 and 20. So I hope you know how to mark this. Then I have 35 and 12. So 35 and 12, 12 would be between 10 and 15. And then I have 45 and 9. So 45 and 9, 9 would be just before 10. It would be at the same height as this. Let's mark these coordinates. So let's go in order. 15, 3. Just try to write it as small as possible because you're going to now connect these lines. So just make sure that you know these coordinates, when you're marking them, it does not lie anywhere between these lines because it will look really messy. So try being as neat as possible. Then I have, this is 5, 3. Then I have 15, 9. Then 25, 17. Then 35, 12. And 45, 9. But now if you notice these frequency polygons, they are not getting connected to the x-axis. The frequency polygons, they always get connected to the x-axis. So how do we find the point on the x-axis? Just to complete the borders of the frequency polygon, we are going to take a frequency of 0 with the previous class mark. So the previous class mark, if you see, there's a difference of 10, right? 5 to 15, then 15 to 25, 25 to 30. So here it would be from 5 to -5. So I'm going to just extend this backwards, the number line backwards. I'm going to take -5 here and take this frequency to end the left side of my polygon. So this is going to be -5, 0. Similarly on that side, now I have 45, so I'm going to take until 55. So here is my 55 and I will mark a coordinate of 55, 0. Now let's connect these lines or these coordinates that we have marked. Make sure you're using a ruler to connect these coordinates, all right? So this is the first frequency polygon for section A. Let's mark it A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I will just write this down here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G represents frequency polygon for section A. Right? Now let's draw the frequency polygon for section B. So for section B, my coordinates are 5, 5, 15, 9 and so on until 45, 1. So let's draw the first one, 5, 5. So here is my 5, 5. You see how messy it can get. There is a yellow coordinate out here and my origin coordinate out here. So you have to make sure that your work is neat. Now in your books you can't really use colored pens, just like I'm using different colored chalks. So what you can do is, I'm making solid lines, yellow lines, and I'm going to make an orange line. So while connecting, one of the lines can be dotted, you can keep it as dotted, and the other line you can keep it as solid. Okay. Anyway, proceeding further, I have 15, 9. So 15 and 9. So I guess these both are the 15, 19. So 19 would be just below 20. Then I have 25, 15. So 25 and 15. Alright, then I have 35, 10. So 35 and 10. And 45, 1. So 45, 1 would be just here. Now, these are the coordinates that we have marked for the frequency polygon, but again we need their endpoints to connect to the y-axis. So I am going to go one back class interval for for frequency 0 towards the left and one forward out here for frequency 0, just so that our frequency polygon is complete. So again this starts from 5, so I am going to connect it back to A. So this is going to be from A, then this point out here. So see, now I did not mark it correctly. I had my coordinates listed here and the line is passing by. So you just need to ensure that you're just writing your coordinates such that the lines do not intersect them. So this was 25, 15, I'm assuming. Yeah. Then I have this point out here, 45, 1, and finally, so now let's mark the coordinates for section B. So you have A out here, then I'm going to mark this as P, Q, R, S, T. So which is the frequency polygon for section B? It is going to be A, P, Q, R, S, T and G. Alright, let's write this down. A, P, Q, R, S, T, G represents frequency polygon for section B. And we are missing on the scale, so let's write down the scale. So the scale is 5 marks on y-axis, on x-axis, and 5 students on y-axis. So here is the solution to question number 6. So you can see that this is helping us compare two sections, section A and section B. So section A is in yellow and section B is in orange. So here you get to understand what we learned earlier while I was explaining frequency polygons to you, that frequency polygons are especially helpful to compare two sections that have the same data. So here we had two sections A and B and they had similar data, right? So I hope you got it. Thank you for watching this video.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.